Là, c'est quand on était à Katende, chez les sœurs là.
They were aged just 2 when they were taken from their mothers in what was then Belgian Congo and forced into religious schools hundreds of miles away.
Et là, vous voyez, avec la malnutrition, j'avais des plaies, des blessures.
Growing up in harsh conditions with more than 20 other girls, Leah Tavares and Simone Ngalula suffered abuse and malnutrition at the hands of Belgian authorities.
C'est souffrant, c'est une souffrance.
It's painful to reflect on. It was inhumane. I put myself back into the shoes of a tiny child who is searching for her mother. At 2, you need your mother, her smell and her warmth, but there was none of that. There was just people around you didn't recognise, didn't understand.
De la chaleur de sa maman, mais il n'y a pas tout ça.
The forced separations were designed to isolate biracial children from their black mothers. Interracial unions between European men and African women were banned. The women, who are now living in Belgium, are calling for the Belgian state to acknowledge its crimes and for reparations of at least €50,000.
First and foremost, we want our identities back. Until this day, I have never known my father, who was a Belgian man. We first want an apology for the way we were mistreated, and then we need reparations. But how are they going to make reparations for a whole lifetime?
The case comes amid growing demands that Belgium reassesses its colonial past. Last year, in the wake of protests against racial inequality in the United States, several statues of former colonial King Leopold II were defaced or removed. The current Belgian King Felipe expressed for the first time his regrets for the wounds of the past. But the plaintiffs in this case say these symbolic gestures are not enough.
L'autorité belge, c'est ça que nous voulons lui demander.
We are asking the Belgian state why we were snatched from our families, why we were made to suffer like that, and for reparations for lives that were broken apart.
A Belgian judge has been weighing up the women's case for 6 weeks, and a verdict is expected by the end of November. Now, grandmothers themselves, these women hope for the start of a new chapter and to resolve decades of trauma. Lucy Hough, SABC News, Brussels.